Hello, and thank you for clicking on my channel, Kelly Legends Media. I'd like to thank all of you who have subscribed to my channel thus far. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, that thumbs up button, and hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever these videos are dropping, so you can go back and watch them later when you have time. Okay, so I was watching the homie Hangout with Rascal. He has two channels. I don't know for sure which one it was, but I'm pretty sure it was the homie Hangout. Anyways, shout outs to Rascal. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, he's been around quite some time now. Very smart guy, very good speaker. And if you haven't watched him, I recommend you go and check out his channel and watch some of his videos. I think there's a lot to learn. He always gives some very valuable information in his videos. Anyways, so he had mentioned something that I probably already knew, but I just hadn't really thought about. And he said something to the effect that, okay, yeah, you know, you could run a fade with somebody, but that's not going to change the truth of the matter, you know? Yeah, you know, it might make the individuals who run this fade feel better, you know, getting it off their chest if they have to do it that way, you know, if that's the way they feel they have to deal with it, you know. But bottom line is, when that's done, you know, whatever the issue was, isn't going to change just because a fade was ran. You know, like, I hear people calling each other out on the YouTube channels, you know. I think Swifty Blue is the best example. I think he's pretty much called out everybody, if not directly, but indirectly, you know. And even people have called him out to run fades with him. American Cholo, all kinds of people. Look at Norby. Look what happened with Norby's, you know. He went over there to American Cholo's spot and ended up getting beat up, you know. And it didn't change the underlying argument, you know. Truth is truth, you know. And some things need to be dealt with differently. It's not always the one who fights best or is the strongest or the biggest that wins, or that's right. I'm gonna give you an example, something that I seen go down. A young homeboy goes into LA County Jail, and he takes a clavo with him. You know, he takes a little something to make some money and have fun with, right? When he ends in the cell that he ends up landing in, there's an older homie in there, very well known to be one of the fighters in the neighborhood. Grew up fighting, juvenile hall, YA, the streets, the county, prison. Anyways, this individual seen something in this younger homeboy, and bottom line, he ended up taking his stuff, you know. He took everything dude brought with him and took control of it, basically. And in the process, you know, he had to use some physical, let's say, he had to use a little bit of violence there to get his point across to this youngster on how things were going to be in his cell and with what was coming into his cell. Now, did that make this younger homeboy any less of a man or any less of a person? Well, you might think so if he didn't fight back, or if in the end he ends up rolling it up, yeah, it would make him less of a person than what walked in to that cell. But if he tried to defend himself and did his best to hang on to his things and was overpowered and basically overpowered, he did what he could do. Hey, no loss of respect there. He did his best and defended himself the best way possible. I'm not going to talk about how this guy handled it, the younger guy handled it, whether he handled it in my opinion, the right way or not. That's irrelevant. The point of what I'm saying is that sometimes might don't make right, and I think that people forget about that, Actually, I didn't even think about it until I heard Rascal mention it, and I was thinking, man, you know what? That's right, because I've had so many fights growing up, even with people from my neighborhood and in my own neighborhood. Probably that's where I had the most fights. But I grew up fighting all the time, and that was like something that always in my mind, thinking that, oh yeah, all right, well let's do this then. That was always my reaction, right? To react by violence. Did that make me right? Win, lose, or draw? Nah, that didn't change anything that the argument was about, But in my mind, it did, So, like I sit back and I try to watch YouTube and stuff, and I hear everything that's going on, and even I got sucked into all that too. But my point is that that's not going to change. Doing things like that, calling each other out on fades and stuff, isn't going to change the underlying truth of the matters that's going back and forth with you individuals. If someone's mad because somebody's putting some false paperwork out there on them, calling them a chomo or a pedo, hey, feelings are going to get hurt. They're probably going to want to most definitely run it. Does that change the fact whether that individual's a pedo or not, or a chomo? No, it doesn't. There's other ways to prove it and go about clearing your name up in situations like that. People that you heard the old sayings, snitches get stitches. Well, yeah, but they snitched already, and it's out there, and that don't change anything. Is it a form of punishment for what they did? Yes, I guess it is, And the person that was snitched on and that got the consequence of that snitching, of course, is going to feel some sort of way towards this individual and is going to react, the way he reacts, But in some cases, it's just not going to change nothing. Dude still snitched. You still got in trouble. And yeah, you beat his ass. And hopefully you got some satisfaction out of that, because I would think that was mostly what that fade was for, was to get that off your chest, and that's it, Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that most men like myself isn't gonna turn one down, whether it's for a stupid reason or not. There's all kinds of things that get involved when somebody approaches you like that. There's that ego, there's that pride, that machismo, and all that adrenaline that starts, the anger kicks in, and it's on and cracking. You know what I mean? And it's just the way it's going to always be, because of our human nature and our chemical reactions, our emotional reactions. That's just the way it's going to be. But I just wanted to mention that and reiterate what Rascal said in his video. That yeah, that's true. A lot of times, fate ain't gonna change the truth. You got to defend yourself the way you could defend yourself, and prove things out, and either fix them or don't fix them. I'll give you an example. Wow, this is bad. The guy that was accused of snitching. I'm not even going to say accused anymore, because I did see some paperwork. How legit it is, I don't know. I usually would want to like see it. Not something that somebody puts on screen, takes pictures of or anything. It's better if you see it, so you could check things on that document to know that it's a legit document. From the state or the county, or from the federal government. In any case, paperwork was shown. I believe the guy's name is Mr. Criminal. And there's only one way he's gonna be able to fix that. People could beat him up. People could beat him up, and he could fight whoever he wants to, and make diss albums and do whatever tactic he wants to go about it. There's only one way to clear that up, if there is a way. If it's true, hey, there's nothing he can do about changing that. It's already out there. But if not, he'd have to be diligent and get the paperwork and everything and clarify what was said and stuff. I'm not saying he didn't tell. I'm not saying that. And I'm not defending the guy in any way. I'm just saying there's ways to go about trying to prove yourself, And hey, if any individual feels that a fade needs to be ran for whatever reason, then hey, run it. You got to run it, right? But yeah, I just wanted to do this video. I thought it was very interesting what Rascal pointed out. And like I said, man, dude has a pretty good channel. He's very intelligent, seems to be very well educated. He's been to college. He took some sociology courses. I don't know if that was his major, but I believe it was. I'm thinking it was on the university level. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it was college classes and stuff. He does other legal work and stuff. The guy's like very, very intelligent. Plus, on one of his videos, he talks about the education he got while he was in prison, and the learning he did and stuff. And I recognize those kind of people, those people hungry for knowledge, those people that apply themselves, those people that have deep understanding of things. And I believe that this guy is one of them. He seems pretty well educated and very well rounded as far as his personality goes and stuff. Check out his channel. Anyways, it's the Homie Hangout. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is a kind of little bit longer than usual video. It's just some food for thought. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. God bless you and your family.